Hey guys, Dr. Angelina with Surgical Arts and IBI Healthcare Institute. Today I will show you how I do Radiesse, hyperdilute Radiesse for building collagen under the skin. In this case we use a neck because this is the place where people forget to do stuff. A lot of people forget to take care of their necks. So here I'm just kind of marking little, kind of like a little crow's feet, where I'm gonna place the hyperdilute filler. Hyperdilute means I will dilute it extra with some saline, and so it's not gonna be just syringes and syringes of fillers. Actually, just one syringe, extra diluted, that's gonna cover all this area. Again, idea is not to make her neck plump. Idea is to put that substance underneath the skin, which will cause skin to build more collagen and rejuvenate itself. Here I'm putting a little numbing medicine, a little lidocaine, just little point injections. That's where my cannula is gonna go through. So all those little spots, I put a little numbing medicine in. Then you can see me making a little tiny hole with the actual needle, and I'm gonna leave that needle in place to hold my hole open. And then the hole that I made, I'm using it with cannula. Cannula is a blunt instrument. And I slowly kind of trace it under the skin. I'm not penetrating the skin except for that one little dot where the cannula comes in. And I slowly work my way through. Obviously in the video, it is double the speed at least, for making just a little faster for you guys, but that gives you an idea. So I'm going under the skin. It's relatively comfortable. I mean, except for those little dots where I injected the medicine and then made a little needle hole. You can see she's having fun and she's comfortable. It might feel a little weird, you might feel a little crunchy sound, but that's normal for any kind of filler that we do. So again, the sharp needle is out, there's nothing there. And then just a little tiny hole, and I'm going to use that cannula, which again is blunt. You can see my assistant is mixing the Radiesse on the background there. So you can see me keep kind of advancing the cannula through the tissues, underneath the skin, relatively superficial, but very, very diluted. Again, idea is not to make your neck plump. Idea is to stimulate collagen formation. So all those crepiness, wrinkles, lines that we see in the neck, over time, they're gonna continue to improve. This kind of treatment is good to do once a year. You can do it on any part of your body. You can do it on your arms and your legs and your butt. We use a lot of hyperdilute Radiesse to kind of stimulate collagen formation on butts, to either grow some more tissue there, or to fill in that kind of like a little butt dip, gluteal dip. So same thing, I'm putting cannula in here through the little hole I created earlier with the needle. So I'm just doing the other side, very similar to the first side. This is a great treatment to also do on the face. We can do it under the cheek, you know, where we again don't want to see that plump high cheekbone. Underneath the high cheekbone, you can do this treatment to help tissues get more elastic, stronger, and build its own collagen. I guess here we're just waiting for me to get more product, and we'll continue. And you can see she's comfortable. I'm using my hands to kind of feel to make sure I'm on the right depth where I want to be. I don't want to be too deep, obviously, it's a neck. You don't want to be too superficial, but it's right along that platysma muscle that is the main muscle of our face and neck that does a lot of our facial expressions and also covers most of the neck. Then I do the same thing under her chin. So a little harder to see here, but I'm doing the same fan-like motion with the cannula, but I will be doing it at the lower parts of the neck and also under her chin. So again, I injected a little bit of numbing medicine only in the places where my needle gonna get introduced first. Then I use the cannula, and again I go fan-like motion. To create kind of almost like a little basket, if you will, that helps to create strength in the tissues. I compare it in some way to threads. A lot of you probably heard of threads. So this is a similar way that smooth threads are used. They put a lot of threads, which are like a little kind of like suture material underneath the skin, where it creates also like a network or a basket that holds things together that will stimulate the tissue to form collagen. Except here there's no foreign body like thread going in there. It's just calcium-based, super diluted, hyper dilute filler. Some tissues are a little rougher or a little tough underneath, a little bit more fibrotic, especially if you had previous Skybella treatments or any previous procedures, but still very comfortable. You can see she's sitting there talking to me. Not really uncomfortable treatment at all. We use the same treatment for hands. A lot of people in other places where you can give away your age is your hands or temples. So remember to kind of treat those areas. And so now I'm actually using, because the bottom of the neck is a little bit more you know, not as smooth as far as peaks and valleys. You know, there's more going on. So here I'm actually using a little bit of a needle to go under the skin and fan some of that filler in there instead of the cannula. Again, she was numbed up, so she's not really feeling a lot. And the needle is the same kind of filler, like filler needle that we use for the face injections or like a Botox injection. So I think I pinch her in one place here where it's she felt a little, but overall it's pretty straightforward. So as you can see, easy to tolerate. It takes about 20 minutes with all the preparation and cleaning and numbing. So a quick 20-minute treatment to do most of your neck and chin area with this one syringe of filler. Very, quick, can be combined with your regular filler and Botox visits. If you have any more questions about this procedure, absolutely let us know. Send your questions on YouTube or Instagram, or come to our office and ask for hyperdilute Radiesse injections and see what we can do for you.